Let's start the session about sketching quadratic functions, level 1. Y equal x square we have identified as the mother function of quadratic. Then we know the sketch is parabolic shape with vertex 0, 0 and the symmetrical axis is the y-axis. That is general graph. Then let's see few special types. Those are given in factor form. Say the function y equal x times x minus 1. See this shortcut method. Here x-axis, y-axis. First see the leading term. Here you can obtain x square leading term by multiplying these two. Then the sign mentioned in here positive, no? Then if this sign positive, the shape is minimum. The shape is minimum. And thereafter you check, here there are two factors. Here this factor gets 0 at 0. Here it is. Here this factor gets 0 at 1. Here it is 1. Now you sketch quadratic function, parabolic shape passing through those two with minimum shape. Here it is. Okay, let's do another one. Y equal x minus 1, x minus 2. Now analyze this. Here x-axis and y-axis. Now here there are two factors. Here this factor gets 0 at 1 and this factor gets 0 at 2. So we obtain by equating y value to 0. That's how we get x-intercepts. And further, when you multiply these two x terms, here the sign will be positive. Therefore, this function also has the minimum shape. And here, the graph. You sketch minimum shape function passing through 1 and 2. And here, y-intercept you can obtain by substituting x equals 0 to the function. Therefore, when you substitute x equals 0 here, minus 1 times minus 2, then this will be 2. See another one. Y equal x plus 1 times x minus 2. That also given in factor form. Like previous one, here this factor gets 0 at minus 1, substitute, put it here. Here this factor gets 0 at 2, put it here. Then surely the function passing through those 2 points and check the leading term. Leading term means the maximum power term. The sign is positive. Then it has minimum shape. That is the function. Then the midpoint of these two will be the symmetrical axis. Therefore here the symmetrical axis is half, x equals half, and here the symmetrical axis is x equals 3 over 2, midpoint of these two, and here the symmetrical axis is 2 minus 1 over 2 half. Those are symmetrical axes. Now consider another one. Y equal x minus 1 times 2 minus x. That also given in factor form. Let's sketch it. Here x-axis and y-axis. Here this factor gets 0 at 1, mark it here. Here this factor gets 0 at 2, mark it here. Then you need to sketch a function passing through those 2 points. Now see here, when you multiply x terms, then x square sign must be negative. Then if x square sign negative, then it has maximum shape. Now you sketch this with maximum shape passing through the previous 2 points. Then this intercept will be -2. By substituting x equals 0 to this function, you can obtain y-intercept. It is -2. Now take y equal minus 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. That also given in factor form. Here x-axis, here y-axis. Here this factor gets 0 at half, mark it here. And here this factor gets 0 at 1/3, mark it here. 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Then 3x equals 1, x equals 1/3. That's how we get the values. Now for the check, when you multiply these two, x square coefficient minus. Therefore shape will be maximum. Then maximum shape passing through the previous 2 points. Then here y-intercept will be 1, -1. Here in this case, the symmetrical axis, midpoint, x equals 3/2, we obtain 1 plus 2 over 2, 3/2. And here, the symmetrical axis, 1/3 plus half over 2. Then you can simplify this now. 5/12. 5/12. That is the symmetrical axis. Likewise, you can sketch any quadratic function which are given in factor form using that way. But here, the maximum point or minimum point we can't get directly. X-intercept and y-intercept we can obtain easily. To find maximum or minimum, first take symmetrical axis and substitute that point, that value to the function and obtain maximum. Those are the basic thing about quadratic function sketching which are given in factor form. Thank you for watching us, MathDOC.